Vastly different damage even if the earthquake was centered precisely 40 kilometers away. Damage estimates. Because of this, the U.S. Geological Survey model of casualties and economic damage suggested an 80% chance that between 1 and 765 deaths and between 32 million and 10 billion US dollars worth of damage had been caused by this fairly brief but damaging seismic event. I did my own analysis and, based on the existing minimum reports of damage which is most widespread in China but also exists to a lesser extent in Nepal and India, I suggest that at least 125 million US dollars worth of damage has occurred. This includes more than 1,000 damaged or destroyed structures in Tibet, a dozen structures damaged in Nepal, and a half dozen in India. Sadly, this has resulted in hundreds of injuries and at least 126 fatalities. So, why did this earthquake occur? It might seem geologic setting a bit strange, but the fault, which slipped by up to 1.6 meters or 5.25 feet, runs almost perfectly perpendicular to the plate boundary which formed the Himalayas. The Himalayas, for context, were formed from two similar density continental tectonic plates colliding with each other, specifically the northward moving Indian plate and the southwestern moving Eurasian plate. This collision has been ongoing for 50 million years, pushing the less dense Eurasian plate and significant volumes of adjacent limestone upwards, while also causing a portion of the subducting Indian plate slab to snap off. The Himalayas continued to be constructed over the following tens of millions of years, with Mount Everest rising by 8 kilometers elevation during the last 30 million years. However, since this process is occurring unevenly, it has created a weak west-to-east extension. This extension occasionally causes large amounts of motion to occur all at once, which is exactly what caused this major earthquake from a normal fault. While we cannot predict how many aftershocks, or earthquakes induced by the main shock, will aftershocks now occur, generally speaking they follow a nice declining 1/x pattern over time, meaning they decrease in abundance as the hours, days, and subsequent weeks progress. However, the largest aftershock tends to be about 1.2 magnitude smaller than the main shock, meaning that the most likely largest aftershock will have a magnitude of approximately 5.9. As a final note, I would like to thank my new patron Doodle Darko for supporting this channel. English all from Geology Hub, geology related.